Okay, to those of you who want to learn how to install Hanami, you will need to have Ruby on your computer. Hanami is an alternative to Rails. It's a MVC framework that you can build web apps with. So to get started, you want to open up your terminal program, which is this program in your Mac. And if you don't have Ruby 2.5.0, you won't be able to install the latest version of Hanami. So if you have a look over here and do ruby-v and you see something other than 2.5.0, you're going to want to have to install Ruby to get that going. That I'll cover in a different video if I get the time to upload that, but there are plenty of instructions on the web on how to do that, plus videos as well if you can't find one. Hopefully you can see mine in the future. Anyway, to install Hanami, you just need to get the gem. So do gem install Hanami, and you allow the internet to download and get this. Hanami has a lot of dependencies, so you can see here it's downloading all these extra gems that it requires in order for it to work. Now, depending on your internet connection, it may take some time. Once you have it installed, you'll now be able to type in Hanami and put a -v and you will get the version of Hanami. So to keep our work organized, we're going to put in a projects folder. I'm going to create one on my desktop. So to see where we currently are in our current working directory, we want to print working directory by typing pwd. You can see here on my home folder called Rugen. I want to cd to my desktop. And then I want to make a directory, so mkdir, which is projects. And that's where I can keep all my Hanami web projects. So I'm going to cd into that. And I'm going to use a Hanami command to generate my web app. Now I'm going to have a web app that sells pets online, so I'm going to call it Pet Shop App. And to do that, we're going to go type in Hanami new Pet Shop App. Now, when you build a Hanami web app, it's going to give you an SQLite database. If you want something a little bit more advanced, like a Postgres database, you simply pass the flag database equals Postgres, and that'll give you a Postgres database. But for now, I'm just going to keep it simple and keep it, for learning purposes, a small SQLite database. So Hanami new Pet Shop App. Type in ls, and you can see here it's created a new folder called Pet Shop App. I'm going to cd into that. Type in ls, and you can see these are all the files and folders required for the web app, which is called Pet Shop App. Now, to get that up and running, we do have to do a couple of things. So I have to install all the required gems. So bundle install. And that's going to go on the internet and get all the required gems for this app to work. And then once that's done, you can do bundle exec Hanami server. That'll give us a web server spinning up now. So we've got it on port 2300. So if we go over to our browser and type in localhost 2300, you should see this web app here. Now, of course, we don't want it to look like that. We want to have our own website page and our own data. So in order for that to work, we're going to have to make some changes. I'll show you how to do that in later videos. To shut down your web app, you can simply type in Control-C, and that should force quit your web application. And there you have it. That is how you generate a Hanami web app.